I was thinking yesterday about the studs, and I said, okay, how it didn't burn the head gasket? How it didn't have any sign of a burn head gasket or something, let us say. And except of this, definitely they used also on other engines. It's not the only one engine that's wearing ARP, right? Studs. So today I did something. Yesterday I didn't calculate something. I didn't calculate the fact that the washer here, after the threads there is a washer on the nut. It's not like that. Let me show you what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say. This is 72.2 millimeters. This is how much the height of the cylinder head, alright? So I'm inserting inside without the head gasket, alright? Forget the head gasket, forget the washer that comes after the nut. If I bolt it down like this, has 2.5 millimeters. Okay, up to now. If I bolt it, come on. So if I bolt it like this, here I have 0.75 millimeter. If I get the filler cage, I can insert it inside. So there is a washer on the nut, let us say, attached, okay? Now, let me put also this on the video, so don't have any misunderstanding. The cylinder head at this point on the last stud, it's not 72.2 millimeters, it's 81.2 millimeters. That means if I get these three washers that are 3 millimeters each one of these, and I put it in, I'm getting 0.05 millimeter. I choose this position because I cannot bolt it more in. By hand, I cannot bolt it more in, the stud. Now it's stuck, okay? That's how much I can bolt it in. Now, why is the difference here? The difference is because of the design of the block. So you're not gonna be able to make so much deep hole like here. Let me show you with the calipers. For example, at this point here, like I said, this is here 66.67, and if you put it outside, you're gonna see it makes sense because it's reaching there. If you continue, you're gonna open a hole and you're gonna reach on the flywheel. And if you come here, is 78.64, 79, let us say. Yeah, okay, you get the picture. There is this difference. I close a little bit, okay, but you understand what's the problem here. That if they was drilling this hole, same the depth like this hole, they're gonna hit, let us say, the flywheel. So, okay, finish the story. Now, I make some calculations just to know, to see what I'm gonna do. Alright, this, like I said, 72.20. Each washer, it's 3 millimeters. With one hand, this is 72.20 here. Each washer it's at 3 millimeters. Alright, let's go over that. Back over there it was 81.2 millimeters the cylinder head, the height of the cylinder head. 72.2 it was on the first stud here. That means all the way around, also from the other bank, it's 72.2. Okay, only at these 2 points, because from the other side it's more front and it's not entering, let us say, on the flywheel. So forget about this. Let's be concentrated on that. And why I choose this one, Why I choose the specific one over there is because this is how much I can tighten it down by hand, the stud. So we have 72.2 millimeters. We set the cylinder head. Okay, what's remaining? We saw on the filler cage that without the washer, the 3 millimeter washer that you have to put, it's remaining space 0.75 millimeter. That means if I want to bolt down this one without using, like I said before, without using the washer, only the nut, you need another 0.75 millimeter to torque it down to be able to hold it, for example. All right. Once again, you have to use the washer. Now, what do we have? We have 0.6 of millimeter the head gasket after you crushed, and 3 millimeters the washer. That means it's giving to us 3.6 millimeters more thickness, if you like. From the 3.6 millimeters, I'm removing the 0.75 millimeter. It's the space that has between the nut and the cylinder head without the washer. That means ending up to be 2.85. Now, you have a pitch of the threads 1.25. That means one full revolution. On the upper threads, it's 1.25. Definitely when you torque it down, you need one full revolution. That means 2.85 minus 1.25, it's giving to us 1.6 millimeters. That means there is 1.6 millimeters here. That means 1.6 millimeters, it's one and a half turn, not 1.5 turn, it's at least more than one full turn on the 1.25 pitch on the threads that has here. So, is it okay? Yes, it is okay. Will it work? Definitely gonna work. Even if you remove, let us say, you are very near to the edge because you have 1.6 millimeters. So, available threads, that's what I'm talking about. You can have here plus minus half millimeter, by the way. Yeah? It's not. You can have plus minus half millimeter. Plus, no. Minus, yes. 1.6 millimeters. If you resurface, let us say, the deck and the cylinder head, you remove 0.25 from each surface, you are ending up to be 1.1 millimeters. Less than one full revolution on the nut. My question, is it worth it to go and increase the threads here? I mean, even if I give only 2 turns to have an extra 3 millimeters, you're gonna be welcome, right? You're not gonna affect something. Talking about to have another 2 full threads here, 2 full turns actually, 3 millimeters more. You're gonna tell me why not? Why you don't do it, right? Even if you give it like that, you're gonna be fine. The thing is, when they come the sleeves, they might need to clean the deck before or after. I don't know if the cylinder heads, it's been wrapped, let us say, or need to make a resurface, make to skim it or whatever. Same thing also for the deck. I doubt. I don't see anything. I didn't see something crazy here. Wow. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. I get also a piece of the head gasket. I tried before. Screw it, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it for the end. I'm gonna leave the studs for the end to see if we have to remove material from the deck or from the cylinder head. And then I'm gonna check that again. I can make a test also with the old head gasket at the end and put the stud and see what's happening. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for the end. I'm gonna leave this for the end. I'm not gonna mess with the studs right now. I'm gonna put again inside the box here. I'm gonna keep this for later. Don't have any headache. Yeah, that's it. Small update once again, and today's Saturday. Have a nice weekend. Thank you very much. Let me make it a little bit more simple. Alright, so I just put the stud inside by hand. Alright, I'm getting the head gasket, putting it inside. Imagine that this is the cylinder head, putting it inside. I'm putting the washer, the nut without the washer, okay, and I'm bolting it full in. That's it, doesn't go more. Okay, there is 0.05 millimeter. That means I can put, if I get the filler cage, I can put a 0.05. The only thing what you have is the 3 millimeter of the washer at this point. That's what's remaining. I believe like this it's much more simple. Right? That's what's remaining. 3 millimeters. Less than 3 millimeters. 295, let us say. Yeah. That's the reason why I want to go the stud. I want to drive the stud a little bit more inside of the block. You're gonna tell me it's crushed head gasket, yeah, but it's a metallic head gasket, and even the new one, it's not, let us say, 2 millimeters, and you are crushing to 0.6 of millimeter, for example. I'm just saying. Yeah, okay.